Hi, this is Pastor Robin, and I am here to bring you a word of hope. So this morning, did you get up this morning singing that song by REM? It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. You know, I think often about that song. We see it as something doom and gloom, but yet what Michael Stipe is saying there is it's the end of the world as we know it. Not that it's the end of the world, just simply as we know it. Well, that's also what we hear in Ecclesiastes 3. There's a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to uproot, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to tear down and a time to build, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to scatter stones and a time to gather them, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to search and a time to give up, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to mend, a time to be silent and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time for peace. What do workers gain from their toil? I have seen the burden of God has laid on the human race. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the human heart. Yet no one can fathom what God has done from beginning to end. I know that there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to do good while they live, that each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all their toil. This is the gift of God. I know that everything God does will endure forever. Nothing can be added to it and nothing taken from it. God does it so that people will fear Him. Whatever it has already been and what will be has been before. And God will call the past to account. You know, those are wise words from the wisdom we know of Solomon. And God is saying, whatever has already been and what will be has been before. You know, in here, we know that things change, seasons change. Life certainly today is not like it was the year I was born in 1968. Life certainly is not like it was when my father was born in 1924. It is the end of the world as we know it. For the world never stays the same. Yet this verse, this chapter from Ecclesiastes tells us that God never changes. The world changes. Presidents come, presidents go. But God is the same today, tomorrow, and forever. And what does He call us to do? Well, Ecclesiastes tells us that as well. To love. To love even when the world is not like what it was before. To love. For in love, we find that God is here with us. In love is where we find that the world is going to be okay. That you're going to be okay, that I'm going to be okay. Because God is with us. Hear again these words. Whatever is has already been, and what will be has been before. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. How about you? Amen.